Oh, ha, ha, ha. Little lathe turned out to work fine in back gearing and non back gearing. So that's a cool thing. Next step up from a mini lathe, but oh well, it's antique. Nobody knows whoever made it. Oh wow! I made let's see if you can see that. See that loop antenna over there? It's mounted now on a base, so that's why it's machining that white Teflon piece, kind of like an insulator. And it's on wheels too. I can wheel it around. See the wheels? I don't know if you can see that, but oh well. And wheel it around and adjust the height. And the top piece goes on top, by the way, on that antenna. Loop. From Fair Radio Sales, Lima, Ohio, my favorite place to shop since a long time. And well, see your little hottie made today, huh? I made a direct opposite of a Corona ring, which is here, mounted on a pool noodle of all things. That's the end part, or part where you want to attach something. It's electrostatic collector, and it's as I said, direct opposite of a Corona ring. It's got all these little bumps here, and even sections that are kind of rough. You could tell. I used pool noodles a long time ago as well. Really cool, huh? Put it around my head. I have been coronated, horny-canated. This is all for electrostatic, not direct current, high voltage, DC only. Also would make a good VLF antenna system. I'm going to sand this as well, just a little bit. Give as many little points as possible. It collects stuff. Definitely electrostatic. The direct opposite Corona ring for my kind of stuff. And the Corona ring, I'll get those. It's totally smooth, no bumps, nothing on it. All curved in electrostatically friendly, let's say that. This is electrostatic friendly as well, but it'll work. I've got a high voltage generator here now. All these capacitors and all that has to be mounted on frameworks, much like a substation. So I'll put that somewhere here. We get stepped on or something. Much like a substation and with proper insulators. Like I made these already on the lathe. And spacers and insulators. We're dealing with 100,000 volts, if not more. We're getting there. We got another order coming in from Fair Radio, some more sweep generators and BNC connectors. Woohoo! I'm a BNC connector. I love teasing people, those assholes out there with the naughty comments. Wanted me to be the old Johnny boy. The old fuck up a long time ago. No, thank you. It's a new age. Come on, get with the program, doctor. Hi. My poor old doctor got COVID. Couldn't see him tomorrow, so he phoned in a prescription. I'll see him in a couple of months, I guess. He's an interesting doctor in some ways. He's got a dog that comes with him, and they hang out in the doctor's office. But anyway, besides the point. What else can I talk about, huh? The way I dress, oh yeah. Oh yeah, I just like stupid people. You know, there's ignorant assholes, fuck ups. Oh, I swore. Anyway, that's my vitamin cache over there. I added methylene blue. And a couple of days ago on a road trip down to Petaluma scrapyard and beyond that to Berkeley. Pick up some stuff. And we got Fair Radio delivering some stuff. And we're getting there. Slow but surely. Number one. Yeah, this has kind of turned out okay. It moves around like so. Position it, height, and got wheels and move it around. Like that. And there's a piece that goes on top, which is over in that area. That's kind of buried. All this stuff has to be handled and mounted and properly tuned, which I'll be doing. Yeah. You know, organization here. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's gonna take a while. What the hell? Took me a while before. Now this section is for basically monitoring. I have one transmitter in here. So there's several sections that are already tuned up and ready, are working fine. So spectrum analyzer, observation, radio gear, and all that stuff. That's all working as a monitoring station and transmitter. Anyway, yeah, that's a little late. Okay, so go over here. Number one. So that's accomplished for today. Yeah. Aye, assholes. Let's make sure my hands are totally clean of aluminium. That is, by the way, the anti-corona ring is aluminium. So electrically very active. Certain fields and things. One would expect to use copper. No. There's these atomic elements have different characteristics. That's why they make excellent Van de Graaff generators out of aluminium. Biggest one I ever had made was Art Metal Spinning Company, Vancouver. My great big monstrous electrostatic generator. You see George Hathaway standing by it a long time ago? Yes, you do. Yes. So this thing makes me look pregnant. Not pregnant. Yeah. Oh. I like fulfilling people's requests for videos, so there you go. And one is leg crossing. Perfect. No, that's just this thing. I'm not fat at all, actually. I'm within limits. Anyway, so I looked into Goodfellas, like I mentioned before in another video, and they upgraded their website and what they can do now. And what I got them to do a long time ago was to make those crystal wafers for the power cells. So they did that, and I've sent all that information off to somebody I known for a while over in Europe. So they're going to probably make them and maybe try and sell them. I don't know. You never could get anybody interested in them. I'm not that interested in them at all anymore, really. Oh yeah, I'm crossing my... all the way up to heaven. Wink, wink. Ooh, hotty toddy. Little hotties. Snotty hottie. So it was fun being busy today. I'm busy every day actually. I was in the morning doing the yard work, fencing and that kind of thing. That was fun in the rain. I loved it. Good exercise. And later on, I did the lathe work and the antenna and the anti-corona ring thing. Oh, by the way, the anti-corona ring should have ferrite dust in it. In the core, it's a pool noodle. You usually have a 3/4 of an inch or 5/8 core. You just pour the ground up ferrite material into that part. Loose. It doesn't have to be tight or anything. Just loose. Just dump it in and shake it around. And once you do your winding, then you join it together with just simply black tape. So that's all ready to be used in electrostatic area. And the magnetic field is interactive with some of that ferrite, depending on what kind you want to use. But definitely RF is highly activated. So that's done, and I might make another one, a bigger one. Doesn't take long. It took me about 2 hours. The hand do it, so the bigger ones are easier. You manipulate the wires easier, so like 1/8 of an inch or bigger aluminum wire and just wrap it. But I wouldn't use a pool noodle. You can use something else that's flexible. Even an inner tube. But you get an inner tube, wind your coil around it, and then make sure you spray the whole thing with shellac and varnish so it's all sticky and gooey and sticks together. And you don't have to worry about the inner tube losing air or something like that, and you got a big mess. So, tricks of the trade. Tricks of the trade. Yeah, so other than that, it's all fun. Amazing what you learn from vintage old books. Late 1890s, 1880s, turn of the century stuff, 1910, 1912. All those time periods are cool. Get into golden age of radio and popular science, popular mechanics. CQ magazine. That's a good one. Old CQ magazine. Hello, what are we doing here? What's that? I'm trying to adjust this stupid thing. I think that's okay. So how many stuffy scientists do you know would be doing crazy videos like I do, huh? Probably nobody. I'm the lunatic. I'm not a scientist. I'm not an inventor. It's a good shielding. It's excellent shielding to be bothered by people. I had some very close scientific friends that still close to some of them too, and they might be visiting someday. Ken Shoulders, like, got along just fine. I didn't act goofy around Ken. Or Gordon Novell or many others I know. Just kind of my stupid self, you know. I communicate with all people, all walks of life when I meet them. Not an issue. This is this internet crap, it's all garbage anyway. So I tend to broadcast myself on the internet. Some people like it. So real life is more important than internet garbage. Yeah. Yeah. Request. I like request. Using an iPad. Oh, there's a huge compound rest. No match for iPad. Huh? Oh, that's cut. Oh, nice right off today. Also, it already slid off today or somewhere. Hi. Fruity Tooty. So, I estimate maybe wintertime. Coming winter, I'll be active here. There's so much to do. I mean, everything that's like I did before a couple of times, tuned up. For U.S. Army Intelligence and Los Alamos, it was not too bad tuning up for them. They rented the space and I put it all together and had help putting it together. And we got some minor results, which is interesting. We had some weird stuff happen, like DC power supplies blowing up, burning up, which is not normal for those military style ones I had, one after another. Like, what's going on here? Now, there's a trip report, and also with Dr. Kuhn, Canada National Defense, there's a trip report I have too. But yeah, it was trying to remember how long it took to set up everything in that building. 141 Riverside Drive, North Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, the Panoramic Studio building next to Starlight. I think it was Starlight Lighting Company. Had a Mazarine and all kinds of cool places. So it took a while, a month maybe. I had all the equipment, so it was easy to do. Here I don't, because I sold some of it to German gravity research people, so. And I gave a lot away too before I left. Wow, hate to think of it, this amount of stuff that went out. But anyway, now getting it all sort of back, thanks to fair radio sales in Ohio and other sources. I see friends on the internet. I mean, this stuff comes to me like magic, and at reasonable prices. And I'm looking, it comes to me. Like all those Oerlikon Canon parts, regarded as scrap price only. Not kidding. And my good friend over in Scotland, I gotta pay him back. I never got around to doing that. Send it to me at great cost. I think it was 800 kilos, he said. It just appeared out of nowhere, and that's the same with other things like, oh, okay. They seem to appear out of nowhere. It's all a matter of timing, I suppose. Something that seems to be a guiding force out there. Guiding force, and do I know what I'm doing? Oh, of course. I do know, but I don't talk about it. Why would I? I know what I do. I see it in my head and I do it. It's all like three-dimensional, vivid, very vivid stuff. How to describe it, I can't. Sorry. It's hard. No, can't describe it, what I see and do and build with my hands and test with. Because all hyper vivid for me to do these things. To do it in reality, it's easy. most people sit around with their pen and paper and write out equations and I don't know. I don't. I hate writing, by the way. My writing is so atrocious, it's pretty bad, you can't even read it. I don't want to write, it's not of interest to me, so I just do it. I let the scientists who look at it write up whatever they want, okay? And there was scientists over the years coming and going, taking videos, taking pictures, so like that. Hmm. Now, as I mentioned before, the power cell stuff became extremely boring for me. I no longer have done that, so I get rid of all the papers on it. I'm not really bothered by it anymore, so let somebody else play with it. I had five clients that paid me a lot of money to build those things, and we tried to get the people interested, but nobody even, they didn't know what to do with it. It kind of ticked them off because they're trying to get it into production. And I gave a presentation to DARPA by paper only. And that didn't work out too well because you got to fill in certain forms, do this and do that. It's like Apple ID, what's your ID? What's your password? What's this? You know, I just can't be bothered with that shit. When I changed to iPads, oh, when was that? A while ago now, some months ago. Oh, you gotta do this, do that. What's your password? It irritates the hell out of me. So I have LinkedIn. I never got into it yet. I was trying to join TikTok and fuck it. Excuse my language. This is password, and all this crap. And I had Gmail, but I don't want to go through their. It's kind of like a irritant. Passwords and this and that. And they got confirmed that by through, you know, I could do it, but I just can't be bothered. There's nothing worth it for me to do. It's like Facebook. There's nothing there except a bunch of people that's brain dead. All who live their life on Funbook, Facebook. I go there, I post stuff, of course, but I do know some people on there, and I get along with them fine. And also I don't. Who knows who they are? I get all these marriage proposals on Messenger. That's a riot. That's how I call it, Funbook. You can send them all kinds of pictures of little winky dinky. Hi! Unless I've seen a lot of little winky dinkies pop up in pictures and videos on Messenger, and I laugh my head off. Ooh, I send one. Hi, honey. And they're all from overseas. India and Middle East. It's just a stuffy shirt, sorry. No, I don't care. It doesn't bother me any. I don't have any religious garbage and all that manipulated crap. Some people do, and they get all weirded out. Oh, some people say, "Oh, I got, what was it? Scammed or I got hacked. My account got hacked." So what? I could care less. Hack the whole thing and tear it down. Then I'm not to be bothered with Facebook. It's kind. I laugh at it. Yeah, I think YouTube. Well, it doesn't matter really. It's just this kind of garbage. I upload it. Kind of like a psychiatrist, I suppose, or just express yourself. Because I don't live socializing with anybody anyway. I don't want to. except for a few rare friends. Oh yeah, well you can come over here and take me in the woods. Wait, wait. Remember I told my story of the little hangers? This freaks people out, I'm sure. I think sex is highly enjoyable, extremely healthy, and it's a life extender. I'm not an aggressive person. I'm more of a, what do they call it? Not aggressive. What is it again? Submissive. I'm a little subby tubby. I'm a little sub. And oh well, each different strokes for different folks. Trying to think of all the times I had, let's just call them encounters. Rosalie Jones at Riverview, and Edith Coulter, Nancy Jane Snyder, Maria, the nurse lady. Ooh, and a preacher, yeah, male preacher. Oh my goodness, I'm telling a lot of stories, aren't I? Wow. Nancy Jane Snyder. Ooh. Talk about raging hormones. Whew. Some of the funny things, using towels with property of province of British Columbia towel written on it in the woods, you know. Gotta have a towel. I enjoyed that, man. Yeah. Onward into this other time frames. I should write a novel on encounters. My apartment was really wild. When I got on the internet, the first thing I looked up was dating sites and getting together. So I was with Corinne for a couple of years. Wow, when I think of all the adventures I had in that apartment, long-term relationships I did have. Helena, it's called still, got married, and Ian, now with Nancy, very beautiful person. Anyway, Billy Ross, I had a couple. When was I met Billy in 1980? Wow, was I with Bill Ross that long? Several years, 5 years. Holy Macintosh! Wow, it's kind of weird, you know, all this history stuff. Yeah, some people like kinky stuff. I love it too. Nothing wrong with it. Religion and God made it evil. Man's head. It is evil when you're abusing somebody and doing something, hurting somebody and mixing up people's minds. What is really horrific is pedophiles. Horrific. Psychopathic killers. Horrific. Really horrific. In Canada, we had the worst bloody psychopath around. I was Willie Picton in Canada. That was really close, you know. It's like Port Coquitlam, the pig farmer. Because I seen him in the store one time, and I saw the other character's brother. You know, I would hang out at the Army Surplus store. I was talking with Colleen sometimes all day long. Why not? And then I go searching for junk in the store and stuff, and Wesley would find me things, and under investigation, I'm sitting on the ammo cans by the window. RCMP come in. I talked to Colleen because she's been to Piggy's Palace, and what did you see? And I'm listening to all this, and it's like they don't even see me sitting on the ammo can saying, "Who are you? Do you, is this?" I'm thinking about it, this conversation should be private with Colleen, but I don't know. I got this weird invisibility thing, and people say I can turn invisible. Well, maybe in her head, but I don't know. But anyway, back to other things. So, yeah, what am I talking about? Anyway, in your head, for animals and humans and children, the main thing, do no harm. Okay? The whole bloody fucking world is doing a lot of harm to each other over in Ukraine and Russia. I mean, plus all over the planet. You get these crazy people going shooting sprees. Or the new thing now is car ramming and using cars as weapons. I don't know. Luckily, I don't intermix that much. I'm just getting this into my eyes from media sources when I'm bored looking at crap that media sources present. I'm logically thinking it could be true. Killings and all that stuff. It's really bad stuff, man. I wouldn't want to be in any of those positions. And, it makes people want to carry a sidearm or something. I really don't like that mentality. But not a good thing to think about. Even in this town, somebody was trying to ram the police in a car, and that didn't work out too well. So I imagine, Anyway, I should shut up and going on. Good morning, everybody. Hi. Hi, Carla. Hi, honey. Yeah, I like acting silly. Hi. Do you know me? Have you ever met me? Well, some people have. I'm wondering what the hell's gone wrong with John's mind. Don't forget, I studied psychology very well. So anyway, I should shut up and do something else. I don't even know why I make these videos. Anyway, sharing info with stuff I build anyway. So on that note, I should get going, Time to have a smoke, time to take my vitamins and get off to dinner. I wonder what I'll find at Petaluma Scrapyard. Oh, those baggy eyes. I'm going to get rid of those. I got some plans on getting rid of that crap. So, WD-40. I use a lot of it, spray it all over the place. Just watering my plants. My plants made out of steel and iron and brass. I do love the smell of it. Oh, somebody was telling me what this WD-40 is. Oh, now I forget. Product number 40, WD was, what was it? Tell me. So, I better get going. You got a video request? I'll do one for you. Oh, of course, I could even make it private. Yes, I know what you're thinking. I could do that. send you the link, and you can have a lot of fun. Okay, Johnny, time to be good now, number one. I think I lost a lot of friends, which is okay with me. We're not friends when they act this ridiculous. That's their problem, not mine, and I love it. You don't know me. Who is that nut on that YouTube? Okay, gotta go.